The penultimate round of the MotoGP World Championship was held at the Sepang International Circuit in Malaysia, and as is the norm, its unpredictable climate played a part during the weekend. In total, we saw 64 fallers over the course of the 3 days, with 17 in MotoGP, 18 in Moto3 and 29 in Moto2, with the off-camber final corner of turn 15 claiming the most riders. First up is the start of the Moto2 race as Andrea Locatelli outbrakes himself, hits Marini and causes a concertina effect as Powie is collected also. We'd see the crash from another angle now, with Locatelli given a penalty for the next round. Next up is the crash that ended Tom Lutey's title hopes as he gets on the throttle out of turn 2 and high-side spectacularly before hitting the ground with great force. The Swiss rider broke his ankle in the crash and was declared unfit, proclaiming Franco Morbidelli as the Moto2 world champion, as we watch Lutey hobbling away. Speaking of Morbidelli, he took a tumble in qualifying at turn 7 after pushing too hard on the front end and sliding down the road. He escaped unharmed, and fortunately his earlier lap in the session was good enough to keep pole position. A wet-free practice 2 now as Johan Zarco loses the rear and is thrown off his bike in a high side. Both Zarco and the team were frustrated at what happened, however he did manage to make it back to pit lane with ease after assistance from the trackside marshals. The Moto3 race now at the final corner as Tatsuki Suzuki suffers one of the biggest high sides we've seen all season, whilst battling with Romano Fenati. As we can see from the slow motion shot, Suzuki hit the ground with huge force, and even more amazing than escaping without injury was him trying to get back into the race immediately afterwards, albeit sadly to no avail. And finally, it's Marquez hitting the deck at the start of qualifying after losing the front end in the off-camber turn 15. Fortunately, he was able to get back out later in the MotoGP qualifying session. That's all from Malaysia. Join us in just 2 weeks' time for the final round of the season at the Circuit Ricardo Tormo in Valencia. We'll see you there.